Hello Cancer, welcome to Monarch Intuition, and today I'm going to be doing your November 2022 monthly check-in reading for you. So if you're new to my channel, what I like to do is I like to pull one major arcana to see the energy and then clarify with a different deck. So actually, let me give you a piece of advice right here. All right, I feel like this is something that's a theme within Cancer's reading. Cancers have the ability to latch onto something and not want to let it go because it's a crab, all right? I have a feeling there is something, someone, some whatever within your life right here that could have happened maybe 5, 10 years ago. Maybe you met someone briefly or did something briefly, but it deeply marked you in a situation to where you compare everything to that. Okay, and it's very hard for you to move forward in a situation. You still think about something. I know a lot of people are going to say, I got rid of my exes. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about there is something, someone, some place you think about, all right? And it's chaining you in this season, in this Scorpio season. You feel stuck to something. Maybe it was at the beginning of Scorpio season, you woke up, or you've been waking up in the middle of the night thinking about this particular subject, this particular person, thing, okay? I want you to know this is the season to end those situations, all right? Scorpio season is the perfect season with death, all right? When I talk about death, what you have to understand is that this is the season for ending. If you have a curse, if you have a black magic curse put on you, if you have that feeling like someone has put something around you, maybe you feel glamorized and polarized and you think about that person, it's time to end it, all right? So what's going on for the sign of Cancer? We have the Magician. It's time to end something, but it can also represent spells being put over you. Here's the thing about the Magician. It does represent one. There's a brand new opportunity, a brand new beginning. The Magician is the grand astrologer, can show you everything that you need to understand about one thing, all right? I feel like Cancer, right here, you need to go and seek someone or I'm not going to tell you to go and do magic, all right? I'm not going to tell you to do a cord cutting ceremony. I'm not going to tell you to go reach out to a witch. That's not the person I am, all right? I'm telling you, you need to do some deep shadow work internally. Think about this situation. Why are you so polarized on something? Why is it keeping you awake? I understand it's easy to say, well, it's probably a spell, or I just feel glamorized, I can't move. Yeah, but why? All right? This is some heavy reflection energy with this Magician energy. I feel like you can overcome a situation. I feel like you can unbind yourself. I feel like this is the perfect time to use the energy that is around you to end something, all right? That shadow work energy, because we're in Scorpio season, which is black. We have the Magician, which is magic. I'm seeing like ending black magic right here. So what's going on with this energy? What do we need to know for Cancer? It's time to let go of something once and for all. It's time to move forward. It's time to forge a new path. But I feel like it has to do with like self-reflection for maybe just a couple of days and say, okay, that's it. So what is keeping Cancer stuck? What's going on right here? What do we need to know? And you know, human beings have the ability to imprint as well, right? I'm not talking like, you know, wolves imprinting. I'm not like that. I'm talking like, you know, mother ducks and baby ducklings, they imprint on their moms. Kittens, dogs, they do the same things too, right? I kind of feel like maybe you imprinted on someone, like you saw someone, it left you emotionally attached to whatever you saw. And so therefore you're constantly drawn and thinking about whatever that was, all right? And it can all just be a glamorous illusion effect. You know, there's some people who are extremely magnetic. Some people it could have just been you saw this person walking past you at an airport and you were polarized on them. They fit every single box. But here's the thing. They know what they're doing. They're not this, what you've done within your mind right here is you've done an idealized relationship or an idealized version of that person. That person could be one of the most evil, wicked people, heinous people alive, all right? But you've internalized and you're trying to make a situation work in your mind instead of facing reality, okay? The Magician is here to show you how to move past that. We have the Four of Pentacles holding on to something. The High Priestess, hindsight being 20/20. The Ace of Pentacles, receiving the abundance right here. Okay, so you're holding on to something from your past, for sure. Definitely, like not wanting to let it go. The High Priestess is here to show you both polarities. You got negative, you got positive, all right? She sits at the center of both. Left-hand path, right-hand path, whatever, you can reach enlightenment either which way. The High Priestess is wanting you to pick something right here. Pick a path, pick a choice, pick a decision. Do you want to stay stuck? Do you want to move forward? Because here's the thing, if you move forward, you have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is something that you can touch, something that is there in front of you, something that is a blessing from the universe. However, it does require you to let go of these 4 Pentacles because they are just objects. The Ace of Pentacles is something that is like fully crafted by an angel and delivered to you out of the sky. So let's look at the 4, no, I'm going to use, which deck should I use for you? Talking about glamour, I should probably use the vampire deck. So let's look at the vampire deck. I hope I didn't shuffle this all messed up. Is this all messed up? Hold on. That one's messed up. I haven't used this deck tonight, so. Okay, we're good. What's this 4 of Pentacles energy? Okay. The 7 of Wands, pushing back against it. You are holding on to something, but you need to actually push against it. Here's the, okay. Something is coming towards you. It's like a psychic attack in a way. But the High Priestess underneath the Magician, this is a psychic attack. Someone is sending you an energy, someone is sending you a thought that's keeping you up at night. Something is sending a message to you. It could be, doing tantra work. It could be doing, because, Scorpio season, Halloween's coming up. People are practicing all kinds of fucked up black magic spells right now. Like, it is what it is, right? I don't do it. You don't have to do it. I'm just telling you the truth, right? Someone is trying to get you to hold on to this because they know that you're a crab and you'll latch on and not let it go. It's being pushed at you. You don't need to grab onto it. You need to do your pincers like that and push away from it, okay? This psychic attack that's happening to you needs to be bounced back, all right? Push it back. Do not take it. Do not hold on to it, because that's the thing. What's happening right here is you're receiving a download, a message, a dream, a vision of possibly like you could be wanting this perfect career path, something that you never had before, this perfect person, someone that you saw, something that glamorized you, polarized you. You could be seeing it and you could be saying, oh, I want to touch it. I want to feel it. I want this. And that's what the spell is designed for you to do, to hold on to grab it. You don't do that. You push it back, all right? Queen of Cups, your energy's coming out, all right? You need to push back against this because it's playing off of your emotional psyche, your Cancerian energy, the grandmother of the zodiac. It's like you put other people first, and then when something is coming towards you that's catered to you, you're like, oh, that's perfect for me. No, this situation, this psychic attack right here, whatever this is, it's a push it back, all right? Return it back to the sender. With this High Priestess energy, we have the Magician coming out again with the 3 of Swords. Yeah, it's a psychic attack. On the mental state, because remember, the swords are mental. The 3 of Swords does represent heartbreak, but it represents more of a logical heartbreak. Because you're sitting there thinking, it's like you met someone and you really thought things could have gone good for them, and maybe they were flirting with you, but then you realize that they were married. And it kind of like damaged you a little bit emotionally, like on the psyche level, because you're sitting there rationalizing, well, they liked me, but they didn't but they're married. Should I do it? Should I not? No, it's a psychic attack, all right? It's meant to specifically play upon your heart right here, all right? Play upon your head as well. The 10 of Scepters with the Star. Here's the thing. It's a heavy burden right here. This is a heavy burden for you. It is a heavy burden, but it's telling you that it's worth it with the Star energy to continue to move forward, to push back against this situation, this psychic attack. Whenever you get these thoughts, go for a walk. Whenever you get a download, like it's someone doing, who is doing this to Cancer? Hold on, let me see. It's saying it's worth it to deal with the struggle, deal with the burden right here, because you have the star coming out, which means that it is part of your divine purpose, your divine path to find the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is not easy to find. It's kind of like, you know, you're the only one carrying all this equipment down into like an emerald mine, and you have to do all of the work yourself, but you find the emerald, you find the ace. All right, there's an emerald there. There's an emerald at the pool, there's an emerald in the sky, there's an emerald city. You're looking for an emerald right here. Maybe a ruby because fire. You're finding a ruby, a very powerful ruby. Ruby is significant because of the Ten of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles red being forged. It could also be diamond, but I feel like it's ruby because it's red. The star energy, Aquarius energy. What's going on? Strength. This is very strong, whatever this is. This is a very, very strong spell, all right? This is a very, very strong because it's black magic in Scorpio season. Here's the thing about Scorpio season. This is what people don't often understand. They think, oh, it's Scorpio season. It's the sign of death and devil and demons and whatever. No, Scorpio actually represents not that. Scorpio does represent death, but it represents the transition into the afterlife. Death is a mercy, all right? Let's understand that about Scorpio energy. When we look at the book of Revelation, we have to understand death is a mercy, all right, of God. Because when you look at, say, some of these billionaires, millionaires, they're wanting to live forever, all right? They're really wanting to accept the deal with the devil to live for a very, very long time, all right? And they don't want to die. But here's the thing. It says in Revelation, it's a very short verse. I believe it's in Revelation 9. It says, and great calamity shall befall the earth, like the oceans will turn red, boulders will fall on people, these locusts will come out of the pit with like heads of a human, with the body of a scorpion, whatever, and they will sting. And in those days, they will beg for death, and death shall not come for them, okay? Because death is a mercy. So those people will be cast alive into the lake of fire. What you have to understand about this strength energy with Scorpio work, yeah, it does end up being very powerful, right? The spell work is very dark, evil. It is the heightened peak, but that's the problem is people have to, it's like black magic is do or die, all right? It is a very do or die situation. It is the same thing with Ursula and the Little Mermaid. If the Little Mermaid kissed the boy, then Ursula would have lost the contract. Right? So that's why she did all these fucked up things to make sure Ariel didn't take it, right? It needs you to latch on to it. And it's going to do everything to make sure you do. Because if you do, the spell works. If you don't, it backfires at the end of Scorpio seasons and stings them. Because that is the nature of black magic. It is a double-edged sword. You have to be very, very aware of what is going on right here. Okay, Cancer? The High Priestess coming out. 3 times the High Priestess. No, twice the High Priestess, twice the Magician. So the High Priestess with the Magician, and the High Priestess with the Magician. Psychic attack, psychic attack, psychic attack. 3 times. I feel like it happens 3 times with the 3 of Swords. It's 3 psychic attacks. Four of Grails. Yeah, you can't, this is your energy. You have to push it away. You can't accept this cup, Cancer. I know that it's going to be difficult for you. But whatever is going on, they're trying to get you to latch onto it because they need to feed off of your energy, because that's the whole point right here. He needs to feed on her. It's like a vampire trying to seduce you all night long. And the vampire will die if it doesn't feed on you, but it needs your consent to do so, right? Let's just say that it did. If you don't give the consent for it to feed on you, it dies. And it's going to use every glamorous magical spell that it can to get you to give up, to give it to him, to give it to her, whatever the situation is. The Six of Scepters, it needs to have victory, or you need to have victory. You versus them right now. You're pushing back, they're pushing forward. You're pushing back, they're going to continuously sending you attacks. But here's the thing, if you stay strong, because once again, people don't understand Scorpio season is not the sign of black magic. That's actually more so Capricorn. Yes, it does represent death. It does represent necromancy, but once again, it is a mercy energy. It represents being transitioned to, you know, the underworld or into heaven or, you know, wherever. It's very bad if it doesn't work out for that person. If they are not able to pull this off on you, then they fail. The Lovers, yeah. Six of Cups, they're going to try, because the Six of Cups is like, he's trying to give this cup to his little sister, right? He's trying to give this cup because, you know, he wants to keep her in a fantasy. This is all fantasy energy. It's like trying to offer you the fantasy. It's trying to connect you with the Lovers to the fantasy, but you have to stand back and be strong about it. Who is doing this? Because here's the thing about this, like, card right here. This sorceress at the bottom is controlling this dragon. Because most wizards are able to control a dragon. Like, most wizards get a dragon's egg and they raise it for thousands of years until it hatches, and they raise it for 10,000 years. And the dragon does the bidding for the sorcerer, right? But once again, what you have to understand about the dragon itself, and I like that it's portrayed this way on the card of strength right here, because remember, the devil is as a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour, right? And the angel of strength shutting the mouth of the lion, and the card, the strength card, representing that it gives humans the power to shut the mouth of the lion. In this in this card right here, in Revelation as well, the dragon rose from the pit to consume the child. There's that story again that's coming back. Woman was pregnant. It represents the card, the moon. The moon energy is the pregnant woman is going to give birth to the child, right? And the dragon is rising up from the pit to consume the child. And that wages a war in heaven. That's what this is. Someone is controlling a dragon. Someone has a lot of power. Who is doing this? The Five of Knives, Aquarius energy with the Queen of Skulls. So you might be dealing with an Aquarius right here. You might be dealing an Aquarius with the devil, because the Queen of Skulls is Capricorn energy. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn. One more card. The Four of Knives, Libra. Balanced out Libra, Capricorn, Five of Knives energy. So air, earth. Air, earth. And air, earth. You could be doing with a Taurus or an air, earth, or an Aquarius, because air, yeah, it's fixed. Double Magician, double High Priestess. Nine of Cups coming out. Yeah, it has to be, they're trying to give you this wish. How does Cancer counteract this? What does Cancer do? Besides the Seven of Scepters, what else does Cancer do? Six of Skulls. The Eight of Scepters, or the Eight of Knives, sorry, and the Death card. You don't accept death. Like, if you accept it, you get chained to the situation, and that situation is death. Like, Lord of Knives, that's the answer for you. That's how you counteract it, is you don't accept it. You don't get chained to the situation, and you don't die from it. The Lord of Knives, like, it's trying to strike through the air. It's also Aquarius energy. It has to overcome something. Death is connected to the Aquarius energy. The Fool. You'll have a brand new reset. You'll discover the emerald. I keep saying emerald. I mean to say ruby, but maybe you're dealing with an emerald. Queen of Knives. You have a new reset. You'll find the ruby or the emerald. That's the Queen of Knives information. That's what I have to tell you. Like, that's what the reader is supposed to speak. That's the truth for you, the Fool. You get a brand new blank slate. You're no longer bound to the situation. Do not take this. If it feels like a psychic attack, it is. And what it wants you to do, okay. Here's the thing. Listen. In magic, there's something called Tantra, right? And someone can astral project onto you and have sex with you while you sleep, right? If you astral project, or if you use the image that was given to you, if you use the image to, you know, pleasure yourself, you've latched on to the psychic attack itself. All right? That's what's going on right here. You're latching onto the fantasy. You need to not do that. All right? The temperance energy. In the right moment, divine alchemy for you. It will hand you the cup that you need. Not the cup that you want, but the cup that you need. With the Four of Skulls, it's saying to hold on to yourself, to hold on to what you have. The Four of Pentacles is coming out twice. The Hierophant. You will actually attain, because the Hierophant is Taurus energy, right? Taurus energy is you're looking for a commitment, you'll get the commitment that you want, but it's definitely not with the psychic attack energy. If you feel like you are being mentally attacked, if you feel aroused and it's an image of something that happened a long time ago, they're trying to play on you too. What's the end goal? What do they get out of doing this? The Lord of Scepters, the Hanged Man, and the Four of Scepters. Oh, whew. They're using sex magic to enhance their beauty. The Lord of Scepters is obviously like Leo energy. It represents sun energy. They're using the masculine catalyst of the male genitals to... The Four of Scepters in this deck is a ritual. It's a blood ritual. The Hanged Man is the blood is coming out of the Hanged Man's mouth, and the person is bathing in the blood with the Four of Scepters. This is a sex ritual. They're trying to gain control and mastery over you. Queen of Scepters, yeah. Because it makes them more beautiful. If they can gain the mastery over you, it enhances their physical beauty. I understand that it works, but why do they want to attack you? The Daughter of Scepters, because you're easy prey. But they don't know you have the Ace of Knives. This is the Ace of Knives for you. They don't know that you have the Ace of Knives. They don't know that you have this secret now of not do it. You have the Three of Knives, it's 3 psychic attacks, but you have the Ace of Knives in the end. Lord of Cups. Prince of Cups, sorry. The Hermit, illumination of that. Piscean energy, illuminate walking away. Walking away with your cup. Like, you're pushing back and walking away at the same time. It's like a retreat. You're walking backwards, and this thing is like menacing and looming, and you're like the crab pushing backwards, right? That's what this is. And then once Scorpio season's over, they get stung because, like, they couldn't fulfill the obligation. Six of Knives. The Judgment, yeah. Yeah, they get stung. You can't do that with Scorpio energy. That's the problem. And we're in Taurus North Node. You can't do that in Taurus North Node anyway. Like, practicing black magic right now is just bad. And then doing it during Halloween is even stupid because Here's the thing. A lot of people might not know this, but Halloween is not demons and devils and whatnot. It's really a holy day. Like, a lot of people celebrate their dead ancestors during Halloween. My family does. I know my family's Sicilian, right? And they have a lot of not weird, but, you know, Syracuse part of Sicily. They have a lot of, like, paganistic traditions, right? Paganist traditions. I know some Hispanic people, they also have those similar traditions, like, you know, celebrate the dead. Sometimes it's dress them up, you know, Sicilians, they have, you know, catacombs, they have the necropolis, they can dress their dead up, they celebrate them. Like, they leave food at the shrines, whatever. I'm not saying that they do it during Halloween. I'm just saying that it's not the day that people think it is. It's not like, the people that do that are fucking dumb. And you know that, okay? So, you have commitment, psychic abilities. Someone's trying to make the commitment with you, trying to make the connection with the psychic attack, all right? We talked about it. This commitment card is actually a breakup card. It's not actually supposed to be a commitment. It's supposed to be breaking up from the commitment. As you can see, it's a raven and a dove. They're not supposed to be together. They're two separate species, right? This represents the commitment needs to break apart. With the psychic abilities, you know that, but it's really, really hard. It's tempting because you're going through this by yourself. They see you as easy prey. I mean, you might be. You're a nice person. Like, I know Cancers can be very aggressive. They can be very strong and domineering if they want to be. Like, I understand that about you, but you're not generally that, okay? It's not like Leo energy. It's not like Sagittarius energy. It's not Aries energy. I mean, water signs, I know Scorpio gets a really bad rap, but it's not like, Scorpios want to be loved too. They're just fiercely passionate. Like, they're just really fiercely passionate people. They want generally one person. They want that to be their person. They want communication with that person. They want to, I know a lot of Scorpios, they'll do anything for their partner, all right? I know Cancers will do the same thing. I know that you can be aggressive. I know you can stick up for yourself, but they view you as easy prey. And I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying that's how the situation is coming about, all right? So let's look at your witches' familiars. There's a, okay. I know I'm gonna mess this all up. I can't remember how to pronounce it. There's, I think it's called the Chiramuda. Chiramuda. Anyway, so Sicily really, it has a lot of different religions on it because it was conquered so many times by multiple different people. So there's like Catholicism, there is what's it called? There was Islam, there was Judaism, there are a bunch of different things. There's a talisman that you can wear. It has the evil eye. It has the hand like that. It has the hands doing this, you know, the like the devil horns, which is actually a finger symbol of the evil eye. You need to maybe get one of those for yourself. It's like a very powerful talisman. It's called the I can't fucking pronounce it. It's Chermoota, whatever. Look it up. It's got like, it translates to the rue of sprig or the sprig of rue. And you can look those up and maybe order one for yourself, all right? But you have malice and you have deception. The deception is that it feels loving. There's malice behind it, though, because the Queen of Wands is out for herself right here, all right? There's the deception. There's the malice. Oh, that card wants to come out. Begin anew. You got the Fool coming out. You got Light as Matter. It'll be okay. That's kind of like the Sun card coming out, but the Sun as like the embodiment of something, someone that you view as the Sun. Because you're a water sign, you're ruled by the Moon, right? Obviously, what is Cancer's, what's the fucking word I'm looking for? What is Cancer's polarity? Opposite polarity, the Sun. So Light as Matter, the Sun, to the Moon. You're going to have someone that embodies like the physical energy of like some, I'm not going to say they're going to be a Leo or anything like that. They could be, but like they might be the embodiment of your opposite polarity, all right? And that's maybe how you will view them. That's what's going to come out. The begin anew with the Light as Matter energy. This is just psychic attack energy on you. Let me look at your Halloween oracles. have Lady de los Muertos, acceptance and equality. Yeah, it's like that Hispanic and the Sicilian, you know, that Day of the Dead, like where people celebrate the dead. I mean, there's some Southern Asian traditions where people do the same thing. They dress up their dead. Like what I'm seeing right here for you is that it's kind of like dancing alone. It's kind of like surviving death in a way. It's finding the beauty in the ending. That's what you need to understand, is that though these attacks are vicious, the ending is much sweeter. Joy, rejoicing in the present. Rejoicing, you know, view it as flattery. Like, that's the thing. You gotta think how many celebrities are out there who have to deal with crazy fans all the time. There are a lot of celebrities who have to deal with crazy fans doing black magic on them all the time, you know? Rejoice in the present. Only give to what you want to give to. Harvest, Jera, reward, fruition, maturity, growth, right action, and natural law. There will be reward at the end of this season for you. Berkana, encourage ideas, aid creative endeavors, nurture a project, and help with family. Just, it'll be playing at the back of your mind all month, like it will. I just know it will. But, I mean, as quickly as it came in, because I know that it happened quickly for you, as soon as it came in, it will leave that quickly. Just understand that for yourself. Like, and I understand that maybe throughout your life you'll probably think about it, but it will not be as bad as it is in Scorpio season. All right? And I feel like this person has to do it, like it's do or die for them at this point. I don't think next year it will be even worse. I just feel like it's just this. All right? I feel like you just caught, or someone caught the eye of you, you caught the eye of them, whatever. But it's basically vampirism. It's to fulfill a desire to gain control, to gain energy, to look more beautiful, because people can do energy manipulation. You have to understand that. So anyway, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll talk to you later.